You guys, this book is amazing. As you can see, it's Blade of Secrets by Tricia Levenseller, and I have to say that I love this one for lots of reasons, but one of them is when one author that I like writes a new book, I try to get into the book as blindly as possible. I know there's people who like to read fragments and chapters of the books, and sometimes I do that when I am unsure if I'm going to like the book or whatever. But when I know that I love the author, as this is the case, I try to get inside the book as blindly as I can, because I love the moment in which you open the cover and you jump in without knowing anything about the world, and you're like in for a surprise. And man, was I. At the very beginning of the book, we are going to find Ziva. She's our main character, and she suffers from anxiety, and I love that. As a person who has chronicle high functioning anxiety, it was very relatable to have this character here. When, for instance, she does something as talking with someone, and then in her own head, all the thoughts, like, did I say the right thing? Did the person like me? Do they hate me? Are they laughing about me? Oh my god, what I did. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? Oh my god, I'm lost. I'm going to be hated. Or no, he likes me. No, I don't know. For me, it was fantastic, because sometimes, even when you don't want to, anxiety can get you, and can get you very hard. And having this character here and having this amazing line of thought that reflects anxiety so well, I was completely sold by the first pages, because it was like, I love having a character with anxiety in the book, and seeing how she reacts and how she does things and how she handles herself when surrounded with people. For me, it was amazing to have this kind of representation. And she has anxiety, and she also has social anxiety. So for her, it's very difficult to interact with people and to leave her home. She has this comfort zone. It's her forge, because she's a smithy, and she feels safe when she's alone or with her sister. Her sister is the only person that she can trust, and she feels like her sister understands her. And Ziva is an amazing character. The sister, Temra, it's an amazing character too. I'm not going to say much about her, but she's an amazing, strong, feisty, beautiful woman, and I love her. I love all the characters, actually. And the thing is that Ziva has these magical abilities in which she can put magic inside the weapons that she does. And she's commissioned by this warlord to do this amazing sword that can do everything. It's like, think about something fantastic, amazing, think about this big bad sword. And the thing is that Ziva creates this sword, the one in the cover, called Blade of Secrets, and it has lots of abilities. I'm not going to tell you all of them, you have to read the book to find out. But one of the abilities is that when it enters in contact with blood, it can reveal the secrets of the person whose blood is spilled. So the thing is, when the warlord is doing things with the sword, she cuts herself, and Ziva can see that she wants to dominate the world, and she wants to enslave her in order to have her, making weapons so she can destroy everything. So Ziva, it's like, oh my god, what did I do? And he tells her sister, and they try to outrun the warlord and protect the sword, because if it fails in the wrong hands, it can bring like the end of the world, literally. And they began this journey, and they know that they need protection, because they are two girls alone traveling a very long way. They have this plan what they are going to do, but they need protection. So they end up hiding this mercenary, which is funny, because Ziva has never been attracted to anyone until he sees this guy. And it's like, oh my god, it has to be him. Yeah, it has to be him, Ziva, I'm sorry. And the thing is, they contract this mercenary in order to have protection during the journey. And also they are approached by this scholar called Patrick, who is very interested in magical abilities and wants to write a book about it. So he wants to interview Ziva and know things about her and how her magic works. So we have this band of misfits working together, and it's amazing. In some way, it reminds me of some Dungeons and Dragons, campaign, because you have the powerful Smithy. She's very strong physically, and she can construct weapons, and she can use magic on iron. And also she has this very vulnerable side of herself where she needs to isolate herself from people, and she needs her alone time to recharge. So introverts from the world are going to love her. And yeah, we have Temra, who's this beautiful, gorgeous woman who knows how to punch and how to swing a blade, and she's amazing. And then we have the scholar who wants to write things and wants to know about magic. And yeah, maybe he's not physically strong, but he knows how to use his mind, and he's an amazing character. And then, of course, we have the mercenary who's there to protect the girls, and who's always, discussing things with Patrick, and they're like, you dad, no, you dad, and it's amazing to have all this banter between these two guys. And yeah, for me it felt like it was amazing, this book. It was an amazing journey, having these characters trying to protect the sword, and they also have like a bunch of secrets that they are keeping from each other. Tembra and Ziva know like almost everything from each other, but I love how you have here, that's the mind word that's going to be in the book, because we are going to have characters who are going to have secrets about their own fears, about their own families, about what they are doing in their spare time, and who they really are, where they come from. And for me it was amazing to see how they began to open to each other and try to level with each other, telling each other what I say, where they come from, what they expect from life, what their fears are, why they feel the way they do. For me, it was an amazing book. I mean, I need the second one now. Yeah, no pressure. I mean, it was amazing, and I did love this, as I say, this feeling of being inside a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, having this bunch of guys and girls going through different adventures, different places, seeing different ways of living, seeing how different people react to magic, how people think that magic is useful, and how people think that magic is a blight and it has to be removed by killing everyone, and how you have people who are thirsty for power. It's like, I love how you see all of those things, and I love how this bunch of people end up being like friends, which is amazing, because when they began the journey, it's like, okay, you are a necessity, you are coming with us because we need protection, you are coming with us because you knew how to cook. But I love how they end up being friends and being close. I like it. They have this family of their own making, and I love it. And as I say, I love that we have this representation about anxiety and societal anxiety, and I love how Ziva, as I say, shows it so well during all the books. She's very consistent. I mean, she doesn't get cured during the journey or something like that. I hate when books do that, because it's not real. It's a long life battle, and sometimes you feel like you can control things, and sometimes things slip away from you. And I love that we have this here in Ziva, and I love how she tries, and I love how she knows that she needs time to herself, and I love how she tries to explain her fears. And I love the relationship she has with Tembra, how their two sisters have each other back and they love each other so much. And it was a very believable relationship, and I love to see how well they work together and how they trust each other and began telling each other truths they didn't know the other one will accept or not. I love that. And as I say, Tembra is amazing. Patrick, for me, is one of my favorite characters, because he's this scholar, and you think that he's not going to offer much to the story, and then suddenly you are in love with him because he's so amazing. And one of the things that I love about the books of Tricia is that you have this women empowerment, and I love how you have guys who, instead of taking assessment of the situation and saying, hey, let me do it, I can do it, they say, what do you need? And I love that. And I love that our girls got the chance to say, what I need is that you leave me alone now, or what I need is that you stay here. Or it doesn't mean that they are puppets, because sometimes the girl says, go away, and they decide that they need to stay to be with them. But you know what I mean. We have these guys who don't try to know best or to mansplain things. They're just there to help the girls they love or they like or they journey with or whatever. They're there to help them be their better selves, and to, and I love that. And yeah, you have to read this book, because if I keep babbling, I'm going to spoil things for you, and I don't want to. If you love Tricia Levenseller as I do, you're going to enjoy this one. I think it's the best one yet. Yeah, I say that every time that I read a new book of hers. But yeah, that's true. I mean, I love how far she has gone in her writing style. I love the world that she has created, that there's people who have magical abilities, but it's not like very common occurrence, at least not now, in the first book. And I love how we have these two girls who have had to fend for themselves all their lives. And I love the impossible situation in which they are put, in which they have to protect this blade that you cannot destroy, but that the blade can destroy everything. And I love how they have feelings for each other, and I love how the relationships grow. And yeah, as I say, I love the ancient representation, and I love everything. So yeah, pick this one up. It's amazing. Thank you for watching. Bye.